courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Eason. And that's caught inside the 35. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. What's good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A final shot before half for Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man there is Collins, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
41 yards. That's good for the Saints.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Eason. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Eason to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, Eason. Another one caught by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
On the keeper. A 4-yard loss. It's now 3rd and 15.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your...
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 20.
Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it, and now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaquille Barrett from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun is Eason.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Lawrence Cager, 27 yards.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Opting to run again here with White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He completes it to Evans. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag run. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now, down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They keep it on the ground, White again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Eason's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
it up the middle with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This will get the lead up to 7.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they dipped to 2-5 now with